Hello and welcome to my own personal hell. This should be all 186 games that I've streamed over the past way too long. I've had this idea for a while to put them all on a tier list, and it's getting towards the end of the year. If you're only interested in what these are ranked in, I probably will edit this video to remove the fact that I am in fact listening to an Asai 28 stream from a week ago, because silence is painful. But if you just want to see the final ranking of them, maybe I'll put it here. Maybe I'll put a different picture. I don't know. These are sorted in, I think, alphabetical order of the unrenamed images when I downloaded them off the internet. So there is absolutely no sense into how all of these were put in here. So that's fun. But first, A Link Between Worlds. This is a really, really solid beginning. And man, I don't really know where to put this. It's hard when you don't have anything else to compare it to. I feel like almost A tier. You know, this is a great game. This game is the reason why I wanted a 3DS capture card, because it's so good. But I don't know. Is A too high? Is A too high? Nah, this is a good Zelda game. This is one of my favorites. I think that I think, you know, this is a really great game. It's really cool. I think, like, it builds on the Link to the Past formula in a really fun way. Got really good music. I really like this game. I think it deserves a very, and honestly very high rating. You know what? You know what? Maybe A is too high. Maybe A is too high. Maybe, just because it's been a little while. Maybe. But I think I'll leave it here for now. I might move that later. I don't know. Wii Fit. What? I don't even remember streaming this, barely. Man, it feels mean to put it in D. I mean, it is Wii Fit. It's not that good. Yeah, sure. Metroid Prime 3. I mean, there is nowhere that a Metroid Prime game can go any lower than A tier. And this, I'd say, is, as of now, it's probably my third favorite in the series. Which is saying it's in the bottom half, but that's fine. You know, this game is really fun. It's really good. I like the whole, you know, planet swapping. There are a couple weird things about it, but I think it's got some of that juicy lore that I really like from the series. I remember the characters being rather fun. It's been years since I've played this. And I remember the final boss sequence being really cool. So I'll leave that there. I don't know. No, I can't get away with that. You're going in B tier, but I can't put you above Zelda. I have a soft spot for Cars, the video game. I mean, I have a soft spot for the entire Cars franchise. I just remember having a blast playing this. I remember this game being really fun for what it was, but it controlled a little awkwardly. You know, it was a little funky. It was definitely a little funky. So you can go there. I feel like we're gonna have that classic curve, and B tier is gonna be absolutely massive. That's sort of what happens when people do these, isn't it? Now SpongeBob. This was a really good game. I genuinely think this deserves A tier. You know, Battle for Bikini Bottom is one of those games that gets hyped up, like seemingly constantly. Like, there's a corner of the internet that absolutely loves this game. And honestly, I think they're just right. I think this game holds up really well. I think it is a surprisingly good 3D platformer for, like, a GameCube tie-in video game. Like, I was really impressed. I'm really impressed by this game. I like it. I like the SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom. I think it's really good. De Blob. Now, I liked De Blob. I thought this was kind of interesting. I don't think it's anything that incredible, though. It's neat. I'd say it's completely middle of the road of the games that I would play. But I do think De Blob is a higher C tier. I can't believe I'm about to say this, than the original Spyro. I just didn't vibe with this game. I do wonder, now that I've played other Spyro games, if I went back to this, if I would enjoy it more. But I just didn't enjoy this game all that much. I couldn't get into Spyro 1. I was never able to get into Spyro 1. And I feel bad for that, because I love Spyro 2 and 3, but I was just never able to beat this one. This is, I think well, Wii Fit doesn't really count, but this is the only game out of these so far that I haven't beat, which kind of sets a bad precedent for all this. Mario Kart DS. This was obviously because I did the mission mode of this, and that was pretty fun. That was a good time. I'd say it was... I'll put it here. I'll put it above Cars. Yeah, I'll put... No, I'm putting Cars. I'm putting Cars above Mario Kart DS. I don't care. It's Cars, all right? It's Cars. The Mario Kart DS mission mode, really fun. It's enjoyable. It's just short. The boss battles are neat. I feel like there's not much I could say about it. You know, Mario Kart DS is kind of a weird Mario Kart. It feels like that in between, where like if you want to call like Super Mario Kart, Mario Kart 64, Mario Kart Super Circuit, Mario Kart Double Dash, classic Mario Kart, and then like Mario Kart Wii, Mario Kart 7, Mario Kart 8, Mario Kart World, kind of like modern Mario Kart. DS is like this weird like middle child, where it's like, yeah, it's got like the new logo, and you could start to feel the shift, but like you don't have stuff like tricks yet. I feel like when tricks were introduced to Mario Kart, that really changed like everything for how like the series felt and played. And Mario Kart DS is like this in-between thing where it was starting to drift towards that modern feel, but it hadn't quite got there yet. I don't have anything more to say about that. Because I glanced down and saw Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, and whoop! This game is great! This is my favorite Mario and Luigi. I love Superstar Saga. It's so fun. It's the, I mean, talking about the graphics immediately feels weird for me, but like, it's so colorful and beautiful, and the bosses and all of the characters are so fun and unique. It's really well written. Like, the bros moves are very fun. I just love... I know it's a little weird to say, like, oh, the first Mario and Luigi is my favorite one. But I really do think this game is really, really good. Like, it just does so much nice. I tend to find that when I play a series, almost like that simplistic first entry, I often find that I just end up absolutely adoring. And this game is a perfect example of that, where I don't necessarily think I would say maybe this is the best Mario & Luigi game, but I think it's my favorite. Well, I know it's my favorite. Absolutely. What the hell am I supposed to do with this? Wii Fit U? Wii Fit U? I barely remember anything about Wii Fit U. All I remember is that it didn't add much on top of Wii Fit. I'm just gonna put it beside Wii Fit. Honestly, I don't think these two can go anywhere else. I really don't. I really don't think these two can go anywhere else. Like, I made a video about these games, and I barely remember the difference between Wii Fit and Wii Fit U. Like, all I remembered was that, like, it added, like, a couple new things. It just didn't really change much. Screw it. No. E-tier is for bad games. E-tier is for bad games. These games are just kind of... These are just kind of meh. Both of these are just kind of meh. And speaking of meh, Wario Land Shake It. I'm sorry that I have to say that, but I think this is the bottom of C tier for now. I would genuinely play the Blob and Spyro 1 for Wario Land Shake It again. This game I think this might have been an issue of expectations. People talked about this game a lot, like it was really, really great. I didn't get it. I don't know, it just seemed kind of slow and awkward and clunky, and I just didn't like this one. I have the original Wario Land, the original Game Boy Wario Land, and I'd like to give that a try sometime, but I think the save battery in it is dead, which is why I haven't played it yet. I need to... There are a couple games where I haven't played them because of the save battery. I need to deal with that. I have Donkey Kong 94 as well, and I've never played it because the save battery is dead. Partners in Time. Partners in Time is really, really good. I like Partners in Time a lot. I think this is an A-tier game. I think this is an A-tier game. Partners in Time I think is really good. I think it evolves on Superstar Saga in really fun ways. I think the babies are an incredibly unique mechanic that I think really, really makes the combat in this game stand out from every other game. Bros moves were kind of weird in this one, if I remember rightly. I think... was this the one with consumable items for that? I think it was. That was a little funky. The story in this one is really cool. I think it's a very unique premise. It's very fun and interesting. What with shroobs and time travel, I think there's a lot of cool locales. It's a very creative game. I like it. We Play Motion is one of the best Wii series games. I remember being kind of shocked by how solid this game is overall. Like, I think the mini games in this, I think this game is actually genuinely on the underrated side. I think it for a Wii minigame collection, I think it's a very solid experience. And yeah, I think it's really good. I think you know, it's kind of hard to come up with things for games that I haven't played that long ago to remember like specific details, but I remember liking this game. I remember thinking it was cool. Pokemon Ranger, I'm sorry I have to do this to you, but is this E tier? I'm gonna put this in E tier. I'm gonna make the extreme decision to put this in E tier. The fact that this game had characters that pissed me... one character, that pissed me off enough to make me stop playing. And, like, the gameplay wasn't enough to keep me hooked back in. Yeah, I'm sorry. You sit down here and you think about what you've done. I have Guardian Signs, and I would love to give that a try. I need to give that a try at some point when I'm in the mood for another big, long story, RPG-ish game. Tropical Freeze. This is a great game. It's up here, and I think it's probably better than... I'd say it's definitely better than SpongeBob, but I think I'll put it in between Partners in Time and SpongeBob. Tropical Freeze is a little hard for me to rank without Donkey Kong Country Returns. My mouse cursor is definitely not implying anything about what ranking that's gonna get. Like, it's modern Donkey Kong Country. I think modern Donkey Kong Country is fantastic feeling. It's great feeling games. Wonderful platformers. I just found this one, I just got to the end of this one and was like, yeah, I thought the first game was more fun. I just thought that, I just remember finding the levels more fun and interesting. Yeah. New Super Mario Bros. Wii. How do I rank the New Super Mario Bros. Games? Like, seriously, how? I mean, better than Wii Play Motion. I think it goes here. I mean, this is New Super Mario Bros. Wii. Like, it's one of the better New Super Mario Bros. Games. Is it? I don't know. They're all kind of pretty middle of the road. Honestly, that makes a lot more sense to me. That feels better. I don't think I can put the new Super Mario Bros. Games higher than this. Like, New Super Mario Bros. Wii is good. And, like, a lot of people will say this is the best one. I don't think it's the best one. I think the DS one is the best one. It's solid, but I don't think it can go much higher. I think it deserves a solid C tier. A solid good to fine. I mean, I have an entire video about my opinions of these games, so you know. Odama? I hated this game. I hate this game. It just didn't work. This sucked to play. This was a bad experience. I did not enjoy this experience. Pinball and microphone controlled army strategy games don't mix. They just don't. They just don't. The Legendary Starfy. This is a very solid game. It's somewhere like in between this sort of range. I think I want to give it B for now. I think I'll put Starfy here. This is definitely a bit of a nostalgia pick. This game is just really cute. Being able to beat this game for the first time was very satisfying. Being able to re-experience this. This was a game I really enjoyed as a youngin'. And I really enjoy. I just think it's really cute. I think the characters are really cute. It's very sweet to play, and that's why I enjoy this. Steel Diver. Oh boy. This is like the top of. This is. No, it can't go into E tier because, like, honestly, this game isn't like that horrible. It's not trash tier. This game, I cannot bear to put this game down here with these. Honestly, because the problem is that you have to go, like, how are you ranking these? Because I'm like, would I rather play Steel Diver or Wii Fit? No, I would rather play one of the Wii Fits than Steel Diver. But would I rather play Steel Diver or Pokemon Ranger? Shadows of Almia, or whatever the hell it's called. Yeah, I would. Yeah, I would. And that's all the respect Steel Diver deserves. Peggle? Oh, man. Peggle rules. Honestly, this and Peggle Knights, I think they kind of just have to go right beside each other. Maybe, I mean, Peggle Knights is at least one spot above in the same tier. Is this an S tier game? Peggle's really good. I loved streaming these games. It was so much fun. These are some of the most fun streams I remember. Honestly, I think Peggle is an S tier stream. Because these are games that I streamed, and like Peggle was some of the most fun. I had a blast streaming this game. I think it deserves S tier. Now this is Super Metroid GBA edition. This is the Zero Mission ROM hack I played. This was pretty cool. This was a pretty cool game. Ooh, this is hard. It was. I think I'd put it like around here. I think I put Super Metroid GBA edition right there. That feels right. I don't have super vivid memories of this game, but I remember this being quite novel. It was cool as like a truncated Super Metroid experience, and Zero Mission is a fantastic feeling like base to build off of. Zero Mission I think is one of the best feeling, 2D Metroid. Absolutely you know, the GBA ones, Fusion, Zero Mission. They got the feel right. They got the feel so right. So yeah, I think I'll put that there. It's a fun ROM hack. It's a very interesting time, but I think this feels right. Oh, Deltarune. Deltarune is magical. Getting to re-experience this game with the new chapters, streaming it all. I mean, this felt... I feel like watching these streams feels more like watching a movie or a fan dub. Like a mediocre fan dub rather than watching me actually play a game. This was a magical experience. You know, I just wanted... Every time I stopped playing, I just wanted to play more. To play more Deltarune. You know, the characters of this game lives rent-free in my head. I think about Deltarune a lot. I cannot wait to play new chapters of this and just to experience this game over and over again. Doing all the secret bosses and stuff for the first time. Getting to experience what all of that was like. This game is just magical. It's so incredible. The story and everything, you know, I just love so much about this game. The more I think about it, the more things that I can talk about that I absolutely adore. All of the boss fights, all of the secret bosses felt so much fun and incredible to experience. The music is like generational, and just like the actual like the combat system and everything is so incredibly creative and fun. And I'm like, how does this exist? How does this game exist? It's so fantastic. It is so fantastic. On the other hand, this is like the top of D tier. Mario 3D Land is the only 3D Mario. I think it's the only 3D Mario I haven't even beat, let alone 100%ed. Because I 100%ed Mario 64 DS, I think. I swear I did. You know, Mario 64, Mario Sunshine, both Galaxies, Odyssey. I have done them all. I could not bring myself to beat this game. This game bores me to death. It is so bland and boring. And, like, I just want to do better things with my time. It's just not very fun. It's just not very fun. Like, it is a perfectly serviceable 3D Mario, but, like, that's it. That's all that it has. It functions. But, like, playing this game just feels boring. It just is a boring experience. And honestly, I'm putting it here because it's more of a video game than Wii Fit U, and I'm not putting Steel Diver over friggin' 3D Land. At least this is a competent 3D Mario experience. This is a submarine game. Ape Escape, honestly, I'm not even sure if this deserves to be here. Probably like here. Like this is another game where I just wasn't able to finish it. Honestly, there is an era, kinda, where I feel like just because of the way that things were in my life and how I was feeling about things, games that I might have enjoyed if I tried to pick them up now, I just wasn't really into it. Ape Escape was one of those. I just found it tedious. It got to a point. I did not beat this as far as I remember. I just don't have much to say about it because I don't really remember much of anything. And I'm gonna put it here because I was able to finish Wario Land Shake It. I wasn't able to finish Spyro. But like I see the vision in this game. That feels more fair. You're welcome, Wario. Galaxy 2. Now, Ooh, that's a tough one. Let me put this back down here for a sec. So, obviously, Galaxy 1 is, like, one of my most beloved games out there. And it's actually not on this list because I've actually never streamed it to completion, and there's no VOD of it on the VODs channel. It's funny to call it the VODs channel when it's the channel this will be uploaded to. The thing is that I think Galaxy 2 is the better game. It's really good. Like, Galaxy 2 compared to Galaxy 1 has so much level variety, where Galaxy 2 seems like it has the idea of, like, okay, Galaxy 1, you would have 6, maybe even 7 stars in the same galaxy. And a lot of the time it would be a lot of stars built into the same place. And Galaxy 2 says, what if we just did more galaxies? And that each mission takes place, like, every couple missions you're in a new location. And I think that's just better for gameplay variety. Like, I think that's just objectively better. Subjectively, I think the way that Galaxy 1 builds up these areas and gives them a little more meat on their bones makes each individual galaxy a little more memorable and a little more special for me. But I think in terms of just... It commits to the Galaxy formula. That sort of mostly linear design. It says, alright, let's just go all the way in on this format. We're doing these sort of linear mission-based structures, and you're gonna get like 1 or 2 missions. Not that few. You get like 1 or 2 main missions, and you get like a comet and a secret star, that sort of thing, I think. But like, every galaxy is more condensed, and there's just more of them. So Galaxy 2 feels like there's more content in the game, and more interesting content, even though technically it's the same 120 stars, not including the green stars, which I think is somewhat decent content. I don't think they're that bad. I think they're kind of fun to find. You know, if you're not playing the game every year, you know, Grandmaster Galaxy is one of the best final levels in Mario. You know, I think Galaxy 2, I think I've talked it up enough that I think I would put Galaxy 2 above Metroid Prime 3. I think I really would. I think this feels right. I'm not... Is it S tier worthy? I'm not sure. I think I'll put it here. This feels right. Like the very top of A. Like, great. Like definitely a great game. I just think that there are other 3D Marios that I would put above into these tiers, and this feels right. You know, these all right here, these are some fantastic games. These are some fantastic games. I feel like SpongeBob feels a little out of place here, but you know what? I'm gonna keep SpongeBob here. I'm gonna commit to this. I am committing to this. Star Fox Assault. I really liked Star Fox Assault. Like, this is like one of the better Star Fox games. I really do think this is one of the better Star Fox games. It's very good. Where would it go relative to all this stuff? I think it's great. It's short. It's pretty short. And I think I'm gonna put it, like, right here. There's gonna be so much in these middle categories. Like, this is a good game. I think it absolutely deserves more than C tier. I would play this again. I think it's really fun. I think the gameplay variety this has is really cool. And this game takes itself seriously in a good way. I don't entirely know what that means, but that's just how I feel. Ocarina of Time. Forgive me for recency bias because I played this year. This is an A tier. This is like on par. Like Partners in Time level. I freaking loved Ocarina of Time. And I can't believe that because I've never gotten into a 3D Zelda. And I played Ocarina of Time and it just, everything clicked. I'm really glad I played the 3DS version. I think that was absolutely the right call. You know, because it looks really nice. I think it has a really nice style to it. This is a really fun game. And for someone who can get so confused by like Zelda games, I don't remember feeling that confused super often. Like I just remember this being very, very fun to go through. This was another one of those things where like this year, like 2025 has been the year of me just getting like obsessed with games, and I was obsessed with Ocarina of Time. This was a fantastic experience, and I'm really glad that I tried it. Echoes of Wisdom is an interesting one, because this isn't really that much of a Zelda game, to be honest with you. In terms of like it is and it isn't a Zelda game. And I definitely remember it being neat, but I think I prefer normal, traditional 2D Zelda. I think this is fun, and I think I would put it around here-ish. Around here-ish. You know, I think it's really fun, but you know, honestly, it's really hard to say. It's fun. I really liked like the semi-open world aspects of it. You know, it was neat. It was definitely neat. But to be perfectly honest with you, I don't think I could say much more. This feels like such an outlier out of everything. This is Bazzer, the Super Mario 64 deck-building roguelike ROM hack. This was definitely a fun experience. This was very difficult. I think I'll put this... I'll put this here. Bazzer was very interesting. I think it's a very, very well put together ROM hack, and if I was more into Mario 64 on like a deeper level, I think this would have been a lot of fun. But this was, you know, this was definitely very creative. This was a lot of fun, and I do like it. I think it's very cool, and I think there are a lot of people who love this game a lot more than me, and it is 100% deserving of that praise. I think it's really cool. Chibi Robo Park Patrol. I love Chibi. This almost would deserve being up here in the favorites tier. I'm gonna be honest. This is Chibi Robo Park Patrol like baffled me because it's a gardening game, and like I think about it like once a week. I think about Chibi Robo Park Patrol all the time. This game is so wonderful. It's just such a blast. I adore this game. You know what? I can't put into words. Just go download a DS emulator and go play this game. Go put it on a flash card or something. I don't care how you play this. Just go play it. Go play Chibi Robo Park Patrol. This game is a gem. This game is incredible. I have nothing to say about Boom Blocks, but I think I'd rather play it than Steel Diver. This gets so awkward because it's like Clubhouse games. What am I meant to say about Clubhouse games? Like, I was sick when I played this, and I didn't realize it yet. It's just Clubhouse games. It's fine. It's, like, better than Wii Fit. I'd rather play 51 Worldwide Classics, or whatever it's called. Kind of funny that Crash 2 and 3 are right beside each other, so I guess it's sort of good to talk about these two together. This was another situation kind of like Spyro, where I feel like I got way more into these games the more that I played them. However, unlike these, I actually liked Crash 1. You know what? Crash 1 is down here. I have spotted Crash 1. Maybe we can do all the Crash games. Crash Team Racing. It's like pretty good. Once again, Made a video about this game. Probably remember it better than this, but I don't. Crash 1, I think is a solid like B tier kind of range. I feel like there's gonna be so much in like the B tier. I think I'd like put it around here. Nah. I'm gonna put Crash 1 right there. And you know, this game was very simplistic, and I didn't try and 100% in this one at all. I was weird playing these games. If I remember rightly, I think I had a headache. But I remember going into this game thinking, like, people said, oh, it's so difficult, and oh, this, you know, this game has aged so poorly. And I think I came out of it like, really? This doesn't feel like it's aged that poorly. This feels pretty good. Crash 2 is definitely better. Crash 2 is definitely a better game. And I think it is under Tropical Freeze. Nothing about there. Crash 2 is very fun. This is the weird one, because this is the one where me playing this game was split like 9 months apart, because I discovered my copy of Crash 2 soft locks on one of the levels. Like, you can't progress past one of the levels. Because it just won't load the level. I got a new disc, and then beat it, and then rage quit trying to get all of the gems in one level. Meanwhile, this is the Crash game I actually 100% did, and it's like I think. Honestly, I feel like these games are pretty on par with each other. I think I do prefer Crash 3 a little bit. You know, it's creative, it's fun. 100%ing this was a mistake. That was a mistake on my part. I shouldn't have done that. But I am proud of myself for doing it. And there's some pretty damn cool clips of me pulling off some pretty damn cool stuff in this game. You know what? I'll give it a little bit of an edge. You know what? Maybe I'll even put it above Tropical Freeze. No, I won't. This is Donkey Kong. Poke Park 2. It has been so long since I've played the Poke Parks. Oh, it's been a really long time since I played the Poke Park. It's been a really long time. Poke Park Wii is right here as well. Let's talk about these together. Oh man. Poke Park 2 is absolutely the better game. Like, by quite a bit. I think Poke Park Wii is like a good C tier. Like, this is definitely soft spot. Played this as a kid, enjoyed this game. But just kinda. You know, it's Poke Park, it's very simplistic. Poke Park 2, I think, definitely is a much meatier game. And I think I would say it's like Starfy tier. It's Starfy tier. You know? I'm gonna put it slightly below Starfy. I think these games honestly kind of feel a little similar. And just that sort of thing, you know, very simplistic, easy-ish games that are just very cute and charming. Poke Park 2, I remember one of the biggest things that I prefer Poke Park 2 over Poke Park 1 is that Poke Park 1, most of its areas just didn't have music. Which was really weird. Like, it kind of had music, but it was just like music that would be like, do-do-do, do-do-do. Do-do-do, do-do-do. It was really weird. I got all the friends in this game. I swear I streamed this game for like 8 hours straight. I don't know why I did that. To get all the friends in this game. That was weird. Metroid Dread. This is one of the 2D Metroids I'm definitely the most divisive on. I feel like I would enjoy this more on a second playthrough. I definitely think I would enjoy this more in a second playthrough, but I think this is kind of one of the weaker 2D Metroids for me. I think this kind of goes around here for me. I think Metroid Dread is very, very neat, and I think I need to replay Dread. I think it's been long enough that replaying it would help me appreciate this game more, because I just remember a lot of parts of this game being kind of annoying. I feel like now I would appreciate this game more. I feel like I would appreciate this game more now if I were to play it now. Kirby and the Forgotten Land. This is a really, really enjoyable game. I think this is like bottom of A tier. I did speedruns of this for a very short amount of time, and to be perfectly honest with you, I think it's one of the few games that I've done that to, that I could still have like a mostly casual experience of again. You know, Kirby in 3D works really well. I feel like this game is like on par with the best 2D Kirbys though. Just because like I feel like it is very much Kirby in 3D and not like this super huge deviation from what the series used to be. But it's very charming. The world design is very cute. It has a lot of fun level ideas. You know, I think it's neat. Spore Hero. Spore Hero. You're here because you're Spore. This game would be an E tier if you weren't Spore. Be thankful. New Super Mario Bros. U, I'm putting directly above New Super Mario Bros. Wii. These games are basically the exact same, but I have a soft spot for this one. New Super Mario Bros. 2, I'm going to make the most controversial opinion of this entire tier list. Yeah, I said it. Mario Sunshine. I cannot hate Sunshine. I know that there are so many people out there who don't like this game. But man, I like Sunshine. I really do. These were really fun streams as well. Honestly, like, I think above Ocarina of Time, below Ocarina of Time, above Donkey Kong. Streaming this was incredibly fun. Playing this game basically out of order was just such a novel concept, and I really liked it. I really liked messing around with that. This game has really fun movement. I think it really... You know, it's a lot looser than Mario 64, and I definitely think, like, I understand why people play this and are like, this, you know, feels like trying to, like, grasp a cylinder of water. It just doesn't work. But it's very... I find this game very enjoyable. I always have. And replaying it, yeah, it's just good. It's just good. Mario 3, there's only so high I can put this game. You know, this is a great 2D Mario. But it doesn't save like normally. It doesn't save after every level. And for that, it's like... It's like... That doesn't feel right. No, you know what? This game made me angry enough. Oops. This is the fish hatred. It deserves it. Jungle Beat, I didn't play Jungle Beat that long ago. This game did not stick with me. This game is like neat. It's kind of cool. But to be honest with you, it's very much just like okay. I think it's like a novel concept, but it's like a gimmick. There's not much meat to this. It's just kind of okay. I think this is definitely like C tier. I think honestly it's like kind of here. That feels right. And I feel like Princess Peach Showtime is another game in that kind of tier, but I'm definitely gonna put it like at the top of C. This game is not bad in the slightest. It's very well put together. It's just sort of a simplistic adventure. I prefer Starfy and Pokepark 2 just because I feel like there's a little more to them. You know, this is a good game. It's a very fun, creative concept, but I think it's this year. Samus Returns is a really quite good 2D Metroid. You know, this is definitely one of the better ones, I feel. You know, like the beginning of... I liked this game more than Dread for modern Metroid. There were a lot of moments in this where I thought were really cool. Experiencing Metroid 2 for the first time like this was very fun. And I don't think it's S tier, but I think it's definitely an A tier title. I think it's around... Nah, I think I would put it above Ocarina of Time. It's Metroid. It's Metroid. This was a very, very enjoyable experience. RZ, another incredibly enjoyable game. A very, very fun adventure. I think that this game is severely under-talked about. It's a very fun adventure, and I think this also is probably around A tier. I think it is around here-ish. No, maybe the Crash game's above. No, you know what? No, I'll put it above the Crash games. I think this is a really great game. I wish more people would look at this. Mario 64 Chaos Edition, this was painful. So it's going into, like, E. Like, this was like a birthday stream, and this was pain. But I would rather do it over Pokemon. This Pokemon. Dear God. DDR Mario Mix. This game is hilarious. It's like the bottom of B tier. This game is best for its music. Brawl Subspace Emissary. This is like a fine adventure. Put it like here. I think it deserves like the top of C. I don't know why. I don't feel like talking about it. Metroid Prime Remaster. Yup! I mean, oftentimes I consider Metroid Prime 1 my most favoritist of favorite games. And I don't think that's always true, but Metroid Prime 1 is a game that I can gush about endlessly. It always will be. I think even if the gameplay in the rest of the series got better, and I definitely think that other Metroid Prime games can play better, I think that this game has flaws in the structure of Talon 4 as an actual world to walk around in. And, you know, it's absolutely not perfect in terms of gameplay. But the story here is, like, unmatchable. It is an incredible way to tell the story of this planet from multiple different perspectives at multiple different times that all bring you to just different conclusions about what happened and what came to be. And the more that you play Metroid Prime 2 and Metroid Prime 3, the better this game gets. You know, the more you learn about the other games in the series and you come back to Metroid Prime 1, or you're just thinking about Prime 1 while you're playing the other two games in the trilogy and you're reading all of this lore and all of these things, you know, it makes moments in Prime 1 hit more when you know what certain things were and, you know, what the greater story going on here is. Like, I genuinely think Metroid Prime 3 existing makes Prime 1 a better game because it improves Prime 1's story. You get to learn so much more about Prime 1 as a game. And I think that is, you know, an incredible feat. And just so much... The remaster, especially. good lord. It is gorgeous. It is beautiful. It is one of the most incredible things Nintendo has ever put out in terms of looks. You know, it's incredible. I love Metroid Prime Remastered. New Pokemon Snap. Oh, new Pokemon Snap. I think this is kind of B-tier range, sort of around here. I'm gonna put this here. Again, this is quite a long time ago at this point, but I just remember this being a very, very joyful, very fun experience. Yeah, that's about it. Link's Awakening. I can't remember if I've streamed this once or twice. I've beaten this game twice. I think I only streamed it the once. This is a really, really good 2D Zelda. I think, honestly, I might prefer this to A Link Between Worlds at this point. You know, I think A Link Between Worlds is very, 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 very enjoyable. I think this game is just so charming. It's a little simpler. But in the ways that it's simpler, you know, I think it just makes it a very nice, fun experience. Just sit down with and enjoy. DS New Super Mario Bros. The original New Super Mario Bros. I think this game is a jump above these two. I think this is definitely a pretty good one. I think I'll put it... You know, how about we put it, like, right here. Right here-ish. Yeah. Yeah. Bowser's Inside Story. I'm so sorry to everyone who loves this game. I'm so sorry. I deeply apologize for what I'm about to do to Bowser's Inside Story. I said I was sorry. Luigi's Mansion. Where does this go at this point? Huh. Yeah. Yeah. Banjo-Tooie. I'm gonna be mean to Banjo-Tooie. I don't like this game. I don't like this game. This is here for me. Like, oh god. This game on N64 where I played it, it feels like it's running in slow motion. It's so damn complicated. It is a chore. This game is a chore to get through. It is tedious. It is long. And I just don't really like... I can't believe I'm going from Banjo-Tooie in D tier to Bow Path of the Teal Lotus, my beloved. This is one of, you know, this is on par with the indie Metroidvania greats. This game has an incredibly unique feel. It takes like a concept that like so many other games of the same genre does, and it puts its own twist on it in a way that completely changes how the game feels, and it gives it such a unique flavor. This game does not feel like anything else, and the story and the writing is incredibly beautiful. It has a very fun premise to discover. I mean, it's not exactly the most... The subject matter isn't exactly fun, but it's just it's just so enjoyable. This game got a content update recently. I think it's got like some extra post-game content and some other stuff like that. I will probably replay this in the new year. But but I love this game. I think this game is severely underrated. And, like, constantly I wish, like, if I had a larger platform, this is the kind of thing where I would just shout from the rooftops. Play this game whenever it goes on sale, whenever you want to play this sort of thing, play this game. It deserves your time. It's you know, it's not a super long experience. And I think that entirely benefits it, because it doesn't overstay its welcome at all. It does exactly what it needs to. And it's fantastic. Bow is wonderful. It's so wonderful. And absolutely, it is on the very edge of being in the favorites tier. You know, it's really good. Super Monkey Ball with DK bongos. Does anyone remember that I did this? It wasn't even that interesting of a concept. This wasn't that cool of a concept. This kind of sucked. But it's absolutely better than Banjo-Tooie. It's absolutely better than Banjo-Tooie. Bowser's Fury. I adore Bowser's Fury. I think it's great. You know what? Honestly, screw it. Just below Galaxy 2. Just below Metroid Prime 3. Just below... Yes! Bowser's Fury is a very fun, bite-sized Mario experience. It's a fun experiment. It's an excellent bonus to come with 3D World. If you just consider this game just an extra side mode to 3D World, where I feel like it's kind of fair. You know, it's quite heavily built off of 3D World in terms of how the game feels. I'm gonna go on a tangent. People talk about constantly how, like, oh, this is a test for the future of 3D Mario. And I really hope it's not. Because Bowser's Fury is very fun. But I feel like if you were to expand the concept out to a full-length Mario game, and, you know, these days, a full-length 3D Mario, that's something on the level of, like, Donkey Kong Bonanza or Mario Odyssey. And something with that sort of open-world style, I'm just not sure if that works for Mario. You know, I feel like open worlds, in the sense of like a Mario Kart World type thing, I feel like they can make everything feel a little more bland, where everything starts to blend together past a certain point, where everything has to look, you know, homogeneous, like it all belongs in this one world. And I feel like sometimes, you know, separating off into different places with different skyboxes, and just somewhere that can be truly separate, and when you look off in the world around you, you're all encompassed in this one place. You don't look off and see the next level. You know, you're completely surrounded in a world. And I don't think Bowser's Fury suffers from that, because I think Bowser's Fury knows that it's a smaller experience, and I think that highly benefits it doing this format. I just feel like on a big open scale, it would be a very mediocre setting for a 3D Mario. If and when we get another 3D Mario, I hope it isn't a fully open world. And I just hope that it goes for something more like previous Mario games have. I feel like we've done like the Odyssey large open area with a lot of collectibles twice now. You know, it'd be nice to see something different. I'm not sure what that different would be, but this isn't me talking about Bowser's Fury at this point. Diddy Kong Racing. This game was fine. Like, just fine. Mario 64 with a DJ Hero turntable. I don't care what anyone says. This was an amazing idea. This is one of the coolest ideas. The fact that this is possible, the fact that I pulled this off, is the coolest thing. I love this. This is A tier. This is the best controller gimmick I think I ever did. I think it was also the last one I ever did. So you know what? That's fair. Barrel Blast. Huh. That's fine. How mean do I want to be to Paper Jam today? How mean do I want to be? Mean. Paper Jam is a stinky poo-poo from a butt. It's not good. This is far and away... No, it's not E tier. No. This game has good elements. This game is... The game is better than Banjo-Tooie. No, this game is better than Super Monkey Ball with bongos. This game has so many elements that are just hot trash, but it has a lot of cool and creative elements. Paper Mario being a part of the team is an objectively cool idea. You know, it all of a sudden gives you this party member that doesn't behave like the others. And so you have this new thing to strategize around where it's like, oh, you've got this new guy who does completely different things and has different mechanics. And I think that really does shake up battles well. Otherwise, this game does not deserve my respect. Mario Kart Double Dash is now my second favorite Mario Kart. It has indeed been surpassed by another one that I streamed that will be later in this list. Dear God. That's too much. Anyway, it'll be somewhere in there. Yeah, I really like Double Dash. I think it's really fun. I think it can go... It's better than Cars. Yeah. Better than Cars. Metroid Other M. Am I gonna commit a crime today? Am I gonna do it? Yeah, I am. I'm gonna commit a crime. I'm putting this in A tier. And you know what? I'm not gonna elaborate. I'm just not going to. AM2R. I prefer Samus Returns. I prefer Samus Returns, just to get that out of the way. These are both great interpretations of Metroid 2. As someone who's never played the original. But AM2R is a very different experience. And I think it deserves to be on the same tier. And I think I do prefer it to the Crash games. Yeah, I think they deserve to be in the same tier, but I think Samus Returns is more grandiose, and I like the ways that it's more grandiose. AM2R feels like a very compressed experience. It is a short but sweet experience. You know, AM2R is not going to take you too long to beat, but it's very well put together. You know, this is a fan game, and it really does feel like it could have been like a WiiWare remake of like Metroid 2. Like, this is an incredibly well put together. It's very fun. Just like every aspect of it is very polished in the same way that like Samus Returns is. I just think Samus Returns is a bit less faithful of a remake and tries to be more of like an evolution of the Metroid series, where AM2R is like, what if there was like a GBA Metroid 2 remake? And I think it's very good. And I think as a fan game, this is definitely something worth trying. If you are a Metroid fan and you haven't played this game, definitely play this game. I think any Metroid fan can get a great amount of appreciation from this. Nintendo Land is a very solid minigame collection. As a single-player experience, I think it struggles a little. I think this game is definitely better in multiplayer, but I played it in single player. I think it is like here-ish. Yeah. Brothership, I don't want to be too mean to this game. It's got some problems, but it's also, I think it's about Bowser's and I honestly think I would put it kind of here. I think these games are similar enough in terms of my opinion of them to go right beside each other. Brothership, I just remember going on a little long, and oh god, I remember way less of this game than I thought I did. Disneyland Adventures. I can't believe that this has to be on the list. Better than Barrel Blast. Donkey Kong Country, the original Donkey Kong Country. It's like fine. It's like fine. I did not really like the Super Nintendo ones that much. Meh. Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon. It's fine. Yeah. Mario Wonder was a very good time. Mario Wonder was a great time. I think I'm gonna put this at the top of B tier. I think this really shook up 2D Mario in a good way. But at the end of the day, it's new Super Mario Bros. It's a more creative new Super Mario Bros. I found myself a little disappointed by this game in just the way that it was hyped up by people and saying it was something totally different. It's 2D Mario. You know, it's 2D Mario. I think 3D Mario is more my thing. But you know, it was good. New Super Luigi U. Nabbit's on the cover. It's better than Mario U. Yeah. Pikmin 4 is oh, man. And how do I rank the Pikmins? How do you rank the Pikmins? I'm gonna find all the Pikmins. Pikmin 3. Pikmin 2. Pikmin 1. Alright, that should be all. Oh! Sure. Let's throw in Hey Pikmin. Pikmin, you know what? I guess we'll do them in order now. Pikmin 1. This is an S tier game. This is an S tier game. Pikmin 1 is my favorite in the series, and, you know, I feel like I've talked about this before. This kind of game is kind of like the definition of, for me, like, simplicity is bliss. It's such a straightforward adventure, and I think just kind of when I play Pikmin and go into like optimization brain, this is when it's like it's not overwhelming. It's just, you know, it's very straightforward. Just here are the things that we need to do. I'm gonna try and do them as quick as possible. You've only got like one captain to worry about. And I think it just makes this game very, very satisfying and very enjoyable. And this is the Pikmin game where like you sit down, it's like, yeah, I feel good at this game. I feel good at it. And I actually am gonna go out of order. Pikmin 3 is my second favorite because it's the most similar to Pikmin 1. It's like if Pikmin 1 was more stressful because you can optimize even more. You know, there's even more optimizations to be had. But there's even more optimizations to be had in Pikmin 3, but it just makes the experience a little more overwhelming. Like there's always so much to do. And you know, it kind of feels a little much to do it all. Pikmin 2 is like my least favorite Pikmin. It's oh god, Pikmin 2. Oh god, Pikmin 2. I would rather play New Super Mario Bros. Yeah, I would. Christ. And Pikmin 4 is honestly pretty in the middle. There are a lot of Switch games all getting piled up in this area. And yeah, this is kind of gonna go in the same range. I think it's around here. Pikmin 4 is too big, in my opinion. And it's like, it feels... like something, that's for sure. And Hey Pikmin is honestly... Hey Pikmin's honestly pretty rad. Hey Pikmin's pretty rad. Like it's not as good as Pikmin 4. Is it better? Yeah, it's not as good as Pikmin 4. Hey Pikmin is... very fun. Hey Pikmin is a very good time. I think this game definitely got a little pooped on a bit too much. Because I just remember this was a fun experience. I'm thinking about that one thing that I don't want to think about. Guitar Hero 1 Tour, this was a blast to play. I'm putting this in you know, like the middle of B tier. You know what? We're putting this right around here. This is a similar place. This game controls awfully in terms of strumming. But like playing a Guitar Hero game on stream, that was really fun. I really like that. Legends Arceus. B tier is going to just keep getting larger, huh? One of the better Pokemon games out there. You know what? Honestly, I think this is an A tier Pokemon game. No, this is an A tier Pokemon game. I don't want to put it too high. I think I'm gonna put it around here. That feels about like a general good range. This is one of the better Pokemon games, and I do think there are moments where I feel like Legends Arceus is better than the other Legends game, which we will get to. You know, it's really good. I think the premise is really fun, and I think there's some really fun moments that make this feel like a very complete adventure. You know, it's very cool. You know what? Let me find all the Splatoons. Where's Splatoon 2? There's Splatoon 2. Did I put one in here for Octo expansion? Did I put one in here for Octo expansion, or did I just shaft Octo expansion? Huh. Oops. Well, I guess Octo expansion won't be ranked individually. Splatoon. These are the single players of these games, which are like fine. They're fine. Splatoon 1 and 2, I honestly think, are so similar that I don't think they really deserve different locations. I honestly think I would rather play Splatoon. I am going to put Splatoon 1's above. I do think Splatoon 1's campaign is just more original. Because it was the first one, and Splatoon 2 is kind of like, let's do it again! Splatoon 3's campaign is definitely better, and for the record, I think I would genuinely put Octo Expansion beside this. I would put Octo Expansion above it, like one spot above it. So if you want to know where Octo Expansion would go, that's where it would go. I think it's like this sort of range, like Star Fox Assault kind of range. It's just... Splatoon 3 single player, or like Splatoon single player just isn't that interesting, and I feel like it really needs something more. Just because when you play all of them, it's like, wow, these feel way too similar to each other. Guitar Hero Celeste, I'm gonna be honest, this is up there. This is like bottom of A tier. I am incredibly proud of this. This was super painful, but I am incredibly proud of the fact that I pulled this off. And I always will. And yes, this is just the thumbnail of the YouTube video. Pokemon Scarlet. The longer that I think about this game, the more I don't like it. This game is like this sort of range. This game is like down here. The more that I think about Pokemon Scarlet, the angrier I get about it. I don't like this game. I played a lot of this game, and I enjoyed playing this game, but it's bad. Like, I just find the story of this game, except for the ending act, is just boring. Like, Paldea as a region feels so empty. The new Pokemon, it has been long enough where I think I can say, like, the Gen 9 Pokemon were just not great. I don't care. And maybe I'm just getting older. But like, man, the more that I think about Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, I'm just like, eh. These games definitively to me feel unfinished more than just in their graphics. I think these games need way longer in the oven. Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle. You know what? Let me find Sparks of Hope. You know, I feel like it's good to start putting these games in batches. Where is Sparks of Hope? Sparks of Hope. Kingdom Battle, absolutely a solid time. You know, this is a pretty great time. I think this belongs like around here-ish. Better than Hey Pikmin. Yeah. This is a great, solid, fun experience. Honestly, I wouldn't have expected myself to get this much into a strategy game, but it's a really good time, and I genuinely recommend this to people who are into the kind of this kind of tactical strategy game. It is better than you would think it is. Sparks of Hope is even better. This is absolutely an A tier title. I don't want to put this into S tier just because I think it's very long and it's a little too repetitive for me to put it in S tier. But this is like a great time. This is definitely, I'm gonna say this is like a low S. Yeah, there. Sorry, a low A. Oh my god, words. Yeah, this game just adds so much depth to the Mario and Rabbids formula. And it makes the Rabbids shockingly likable. Like genuinely, these games together, like the best characters in these games are not the Mario characters. It's the Rabbids, which is kind of wild. Phineas and Ferb Across the Second Dimension. I will not be elaborating. Donkey Kong Country Returns. Hey, we finally got one to add up to here. Donkey Kong Country Returns is Peckle. Donkey Kong Country Returns is really good. It's fantastic. It feels really smooth. I specifically remember those special temple levels that were kind of like the more difficult ones, and I remember those being a bit of a challenge to get through, and just being very satisfying. I remember just the way that this game felt and moved was very satisfying. I also remember the final boss of this game being horrible, but you know what? I'll forgive it. One thing, this game always gets described by folks as being, like, horrifically difficult, and I don't get that. Maybe I need to play one of these again more recently, but I'm just like, dude, like, I don't understand why these have a reputation for being, like, crazy difficult games. I think the only parts of these games that are, like, notably difficult are the purposefully difficult optional levels. You know? Nah. NES Remix Pack, I'm sorry to do this to this game, but this game just kinda is meh. This is a very meh experience. Overall, you know, I will put Pikmin 2 above it. be thankful. NES Remix Pack, like, is a cool idea, and then you actually play it, and it's like, oh, these are NES games. I don't really like the NES. Mario Odyssey. Mario Odyssey. I can't really put you anywhere else. Streaming this game casually was a blast. Just sitting down to just play this game the way that I used to after, you know, like 8 years, or like it was close to 7 years at the time. Yeah, it would have been 7 years back when I did that, I think. Just like playing it like, just like the casual way of just going through every kingdom and grabbing every moon. But like now that I can fully appreciate how incredible this game's movement is, like I maintain that there is no game that has better movement than Mario Odyssey. I haven't found it. I would love someone out there to prove to me that there is a 3D game that has better movement than Mario Odyssey. And, you know, I want to play it and I want to see if I can agree with you. I think there are plenty of games out there. There's probably other games on this list that you could argue feel better than Mario Odyssey, but for me, this is the peak of movement in video games. This is one of the most satisfying games ever, and genuinely, I should redo my video talking about this game in the style of the Galaxy video, just because I think this game is a masterpiece. I think the movement in this game is like unmatchable. And it's honestly kind of wild that Bonanza is right beside it, because this is Odyssey 2, and I maintain that this really does feel like the Odyssey team making a Mario Odyssey game with like different base mechanics. And I think it's absolutely like a fantastic time. I think Donkey Kong Bonanza is wonderful. I think, like, I will say, the ending sequence of this game is the best ending sequence Nintendo has ever put out. You know, when you consider that these are the only games that I've played. Just everything about the ending sequence of this game is fantastic, and I will not talk about it if you have not experienced the ending. If you, like, picked up this game and got halfway through, pick up this game, play it to its end. You don't gotta 100% this game, because I can see why that would be tedious, but please see this game through to its end. It gets better. The Bonanza mechanics are just really fun. Like, the terrain deformation is incredibly cool. And just, yeah, it's another excellent feeling 3D platformer to just run around in. I do think Odyssey feels better, just because I think it has more movement options. But this is a Donkey Kong game. This isn't a Mario game. And this is, you know, excellent 3D Donkey Kong movement. You know, they really had a great thing going here. And these games are fantastic. They're both excellent games. And I think the argument for which one you prefer is entirely preference-based. And I think there are a lot of things I do prefer about Bonanza. But Odyssey, you know, it kind of would be wrong for me to put any other game like this above it, you know. Donkey Kong Country 2, I hate this game. Yeah. Puzzles and Dragons Super Mario Bros. Edition. Did you remember this stream? Does anyone? It's a match 3 puzzle game on the 3DS. It's like... Sure. What do you want me to put this? It's like, not bad. It's pretty cool, honestly. But, like, this is such a mobile game from its time. Kirby's Return to Dreamland. Kirby's Return to Dreamland is very fun, but it is Kirby. And I don't play that much Kirby, and to be honest, it's kind of hard for me to know where to put a Kirby game. Man, yeah. Like, this is a really fun game. This is a really fun experience. I think, like, this sort of range, it's definitely, like B tier kind of range. Like, I feel like this range is a lot of, like good games. Like, good games that I enjoyed playing. A lot of these are also good games that I enjoyed playing. Sorry, I'm having a moment with Pokemon Scarlet. Screw you, I'm dropping you below the new Super Mario Bros. Games. You know what you did. What was I talking about? What game did I just play? Kirby? Yeah. I like this Kirby game. This Kirby game's probably better in multiplayer. I didn't play the remaster. This game's cool. I feel bad for these games being in this order. This is foul. Why are these in this order? We're talking about ZA first. And ZA, I honestly did not know I could enjoy Pokemon like this anymore. This game, like, just came out. I literally am going to go open ZA after I finish recording this, because I have been doing shiny hunting in this game. This game captured me like crazy. Honestly, I genuinely don't know where to put this. Like, recency is the problem. I know that I like this game more because I'm actively playing it. Like, does it belong up here? I don't think it belongs up here. I think I gotta put it, like, around here. I think this is fair. This game is really great. I just want it to be better. I want it to be better. I want there to be more to it. Like, there is so much. This is an excellent Pokemon story. It's very fun. The character interactions are great. Mega Evolution is really fun in this game. I think, you know, I just think there's a lot going for this game. Mega Dimensions, or Mega Dimension, or whatever it's called, is just, honestly, it's really just okay. I'm gonna put it around here. See, I remembered one DLC pack. Mega Dimension, again, I just finished playing this. Like, this is, like, the most recent thing I have streamed. And so this is probably the most inaccurate opinion, because it's the one that's had the least time to fester. You know, there's, like, a nice sweet spot where it's, like, a year, when it's in, like, the past year that I played it, that's, like, opinion gold. You know, which is probably why you're here. My opinion of you will not change. Mega Dimensions is just kind of, it feels like more of the same, on top of just a mechanic that sounds really cool in concept, and then you actually play it, and it's just a little tedious. It feels a little like busy work, and this is not a live streaming game. This is a much more enjoyable game when I just play it on my own, after I've completed, like, most of the story content, because, honest to God, I don't care. I don't care at this point. Like, I've seen all of this story content before, it feels like. Like, I want to get to new things. Also, I don't like the way that Ansha looks at you when you make donuts. This is a comment I can only make because I'm, like, actively playing the game, but, like, I don't like the grin that she gives. The weird smile. It feels weird. Bug Fables, I have been thinking about this game nonstop since I played it. And for such a long time, when I was thinking about the idea of doing this tier list, I said it was an S tier game. But I think at this point, I have to say that it's so hard to wonder. It's so hard to say, because does this belong above Bow? This game occupies so much of my brain. I think about Bug Fables so often. I don't think I can put it above Bum. I don't think I can put it above Bum. But this game, I am obsessed with Bug Fables. But I do think I have so much high praise to say of Bug Fables. This is like the most traditional RPG I've yet played. You know, I've played like Deltarune and like you know, the Mario and Luigi games, but I feel like this drifts, you know, like the Paper Mario styling. This is the most like traditional RPG I've played. And I'm specifically saying that in that way because like I don't want to call this like a super traditional RPG, because I know this is like a Paper Mario style thing. But like this game, I loved the characters. I loved experiencing the story. It's not the deepest story ever, but it's just fun. It's cute and it's enjoyable to go through, and the main cast of characters is wonderful. And I grew to like them more and more the more I played the game. Like, I feel like the longer I played the game, just the better it was getting. It's just, like, boss fights in this game has some of the most amazing boss fight experiences ever. Because bosses, I felt like I was, you know, this like coordinated strategic plan every time. And like when I would kill a boss after like 3 or 4 attempts, I would feel amazing. And as it got further into the game, like some of those bosses I would kill on my first attempt, and I would be like, I feel like a genius. Like this game just is so satisfying, and just everything about it comes together. And I genuinely cannot believe how much I love this game, because I never would have thought that I would be putting Bug Fables up here. And I genuinely think these two, with time, could move into this category. Could move into the favorites category. They are on the very edge. But I think they belong here, along with Chibi Robo Park Patrol and like Superstar Saga, Donkey Kong Bonanza, like, Pikmin, all of these games as some of the best games I have ever played. And like, I genuinely just think like the favorites tier, I just don't think I'm ready to put these up there yet. Captain Toad Treasure Track, I streamed. Oh yeah, I did stream this. It's like fine. I don't have anything to say about Captain Toad. It's like neat. It's a better than Poke. Better. Nah, Pokepark 2 is better. Sure. Some of these games are hard to have an opinion on. Club Penguin Game Day. This stream was hilarious. Like, this stream was amazing. This is one of the best stream ideas I have ever had, and that's why it's going to go up as high as it did. Why did I put Mega Dimension this high? No, I feel like it deserves it. Never mind. You know, it's DLC for a good game. It's more of a good game. It's just mediocre DLC for a good game. Club Penguin Game Day. Asai, why are you screaming? That's very distracting. Better than Captain Toad. I liked this game. I liked this stream. This stream was great. Doom. This is an A tier game for me. This really is. And that's a shock. That's a shock to me. I'm gonna put this right about here, right above Crash. I can't believe how much fun I had playing Doom. You know, I didn't think this kind of game would be for me, but I've always wanted to try it. I've always wanted to try classic Doom. And just playing this, I'm like, yeah, this clicks with me. Like, this is just a really fun romp. It's very sad. Like, the movement in this game is really good. This game holds up tremendously well. and it makes me want to try more other first-person shooters similar. I've thought about specifically, I have the original Half-Life because it was given away for free on Steam, and honestly, I really do want to give that a try, and Doom is to thank for that. Doom 2, which is conveniently immediately afterwards, is definitely a game I liked less. I definitely liked this game less, and honestly quite like a substantial bit less. I think I would put this like in like this sort of range. Like Doom 2 definitely didn't click with me as much. I just found the level design a little more confusing. And the additions were just sort of eh for me. It has a lot of nice things that it adds, but I think the original Doom, I just had more fun playing the original Doom than I did Doom 2. And that's really all I can really say about that. That like I played Doom 1 and I had more fun. So tears. Dust and Elysian Tale. I don't remember this game as much as I would like to. But I really enjoyed this game, and I think this game absolutely deserves an A-tier ranking. And honestly, when I think about RZ, I think about Dust. I think these games occupy kind of a similar space in my brain, because I think they're kind of like formatted in a similar way. I do think Dust is better. I do think Dust has more going on. And there is, of course, the iconic moment of me killing a boss by clipping out of bounds, which is one of my favorite memories from any stream ever. That was hysterical. I cannot believe that happened. But I just think, you know, there are a lot of moments in this game that were very fun. This was a very fun adventure, and honestly, I think this game probably deserves a revisit from me, because I think, honestly, probably both Dust and RZ deserve revisits, because I think I would like to appreciate those games again at some point in the future. Elite Beat Agents is good. I liked this game. You know what? I think this was basically streaming a rhythm game. Similar experiences. Banjo-Kazooie is a hell of a lot better than Banjo-Tooie, but it's still like C tier for me. Oh, like here. Basically everything I said about Banjo-Tooie, but less harsh. Mario 63. Oh man, this is so biased. It's on this list because I have nostalgia for it. It's on this list because this was like my childhood Flash game. There's one Flash game. It's this one. And revisiting this was just a blast. I do think it's really fun. I think it's really cute. And you know what? I'm gonna put it kind of in this range. I'm gonna put it. You know what? How about I put it here with Super Metroid GBA Edition? I'll put Super Metroid GBA Edition a little higher. But I this game is so adorable, and I love it. I can't not have a soft spot for this. Fling Smash. Yeah. F-Zero 99. Why is this here? Why is F-Zero GX here? F-Zero... I mean, F-Zero X is good. It's like really quite good. Like, yeah, like F-Zero X is really fun. But like, Gex. This game is heavily leaning on the fact that it has, like, the greatest glitch of all time. So I'll put it here. If you don't know about the moment when this game crashed and created music, go find it, please. Trombone champ with my Guitar Hero controller. Fun fact, I can't do this anymore. My Guitar Hero controller can't do this anymore. Like, it literally cannot, because it doesn't have the same accelerometer in it. This was really stupid, and it's not as good as Celeste Guitar Hero. It's like kind of in like this sort of range. I guess we've got a rhythm game section. But it's a little higher than that. Deserved. The Scarlet and Violet DLC. Take everything I said about Scarlet and Violet and the Legend ZA DLC, put it together, and make it harsher. I don't like this. Hey you, Pikachu. Ah. I can't believe what I'm about to do. I can't believe I just did that. Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight is very good. Hollow Knight's very good. I played this game again recently, and I'm going to include that judgment. I actually have 100. Is it 112% in this game? Yeah, I actually went back, contrary to my original playthrough, and did basically everything. Like, the only thing I haven't accomplished in this game is, like, that big final pantheon that I just don't feel like doing. Yes, I did the Path of Pain, and by that I mean I did the Path of Pain twice, because I got all the way to the end and died. That was unpleasant. But yeah, this game is very good. I like the, I like the exploration experience of this game. This is, like, the only Metroidvania that truly feels like truly open, truly non-linear, where I just remember playing this game and constantly being told, like, oh, you did this in a very weird order, and I'm like, I didn't feel like that at all. I felt like I was doing exactly what I was supposed to do, but I was doing things a little strange, and that's really cool. That's really cool. I like this game. Tetris Effect connected. This was a really fun time. This was a great time. This was way more fun than it had any right to be. Honestly, like yeah, this was a shockingly fun experience. The Minecraft stream, or the Minecraft streams playing through this game. This was a cool time. This was like the first time I ever played Minecraft like this, and that was a lot of fun. And really, that's like kind of the most I have to say about it. I think it's kind of here-ish. I think it's kind of here in that no man's land of B tier, where a lot of games start to pile up, because a lot of games are just, yeah, that was a good time. Pokemon Typing Adventure. It's Pokemon Typing Adventure. I can't put it any higher than, like, this sort of range. Better than Gex. Better than Splatoon. Better than Mario 3. Better than Club Penguin. No, not better than Club Penguin. Yeah. Just Shapes and Beats. This game is freaking fantastic. This was so much fun. This was, like, incredibly fun. Like, this is a great game. Just Shapes and Beats are, I guess, T-Shap B. T. To-Shap Beat. To-Shap Beat. The game is really good. Katamari Damacy. I did this. Yeah, oh wait, yeah, I did. I didn't get all the way through. Yeah, how do I rank this tier? F-Zero GX belongs higher. This is harder to rank. Is that how that tier works? Yes, it is. Kirby Superstar. It's fine. Like at the top of C tier. I don't know what else to say, really. Kirby's Epic Yarn. Yeah, it's like pretty good. I'm just not going to. I have more to say, but I'm just not going to say it. Link's crossbow train. Oh my god, I did do this. It's like a really short shooting gallery. It's cool, but like, yeah, Puzzles and Dragons tier. That's a normal thing to say. Disney's Magical Mirror starring Mickey Mouse. Okay, okay. I'm basing this based on the fact that this stream was amazing. This was really fun. This was like a really fun time. Like, genuinely. This was a blast, but this game isn't all that great. But it made me laugh a lot. This was a really fun thing to experience. You know, in Japanese. Mario Kart 64? Oh my god, I streamed this? It's like okay. Yeah, it's fine. Wait, where's Barrel Blast? Hold on, where's Barrel Blast? I can't put it below Barrel Blast. Okay, Barrel Blast is like here. It's oh no, I can't put it that close to Crash Team Racing. Yeah, it's kind of Puzzles and Dragons tier. That's a normal thing to say. Pikmin 2 isn't. Mario Kart Wii, this is my favorite Mario Kart. This was a blast. This is a great Mario Kart. But it is Mario Kart, so I don't think I can put it too much higher than... Oh, hello. Huh. Well, that's interesting. Sure. Mario Pinball Land. Better than Odama, at least. But that's it. Mario 64 with a gun. This is the best B tier game. You know what? I'm gonna leave that there because it's funny. Mario and Luigi Dream Team. Guess what? It's another... I think this is a little lower down S tier. I think this is the bottom of S tier. I really do. I think Dream Team is a great Mario and Luigi. I think it does a lot of things right. I think it's got a lot of fun ideas. I think this is like, after the series has evolved and taken on a lot of new things, this feels like, they still had that wonderful creativity. They came up with really fun ideas, and they had really refined what made Mario and Luigi, entries after this one, where this one was, you can still say they're finding their footing here. They really knew what they were doing here. And I think it is very good. I think it's very good. Kirby's Dream Buffet. The music in this game is like awesome. And for that, I would rather play Tetris Effect Connected. Metroid Zero Mission. This is another S tier. This is a very, very good Metroid game. Is it S tier? Yeah, it's S tier. Metroid Fusion! This is the best 2D Metroid. It's just the best one. Metroid Prime Pinball! No. It's not that far off, though. This game is kind of amazing. Metroid Prime Pinball is hilarious. Oh man, this is hard. You know what? You know what? The joy of that this game brings me places it right here. This game is hysterical, and it's a pinball adaptation of the game that's at the top of this list. Where else do you want me to put it? I think it started to go like somewhat alphabetically, because there's M's, there's N, S, what? For previous reasons as discussed. Consider this to be the Wii version, and Metroid Prime Remastered is just a better version of this game. So, you know, game's still incredible, just this one's better. Oh, you. This is hard to place, and I don't think I'm gonna put it in my favorites tier. But I think it is the new top of this. I'm not going to talk too much about the specifics on this one. Even though I absolutely could right now, because this is, again, very recently played. I think this game is the best gameplay that the series has had. And I think that the world and the story has moments where it's rivaling Metroid Prime 1. Where it is, you know, they're building something fantastic. It just has places that just don't work as well. I think there are just moments where this game just sort of loses steam on that story front. And if the writing in this game was just a little more in-depth and a little better, and some places were more interesting, I think this could dethrone Metroid Prime 1 as, you know, potentially, you know, one of my favorite games ever. But I think it is just, you know, it's an incredible game. It's absolutely one of the best games I've ever played. I loved playing Prime 4. And I think I'm possibly one of this game's biggest defenders. But I just don't think I can put it too much higher, just because I do have problems with this game. I really do. And, you know, it's not like I don't have problems with these games, but justifying this is hard. Shut up. Metroid Prime Hunters, I kind of hated this game. But it is better than Banjo-Tooie and Paper Jam. Mario teaches typing. Jesus Christ. Bottom of C tier. This game was an experience. Nintendo Switch Sports. Oh man, it's fine. All right, you know what? Where's Wii Sports Resort? I know you're in here somewhere. Yeah, you. Wii Sports Resort is, you know, it's definitely better than. I'll put it here. You know, it's kind of hard to place a Wii minigame collection too high. I think Wii Sports Resort is a great package. It's a lot of fun. You know, the plane mode is the thing everyone talks about because it's cool. But yeah, I genuinely think this game is probably one of the best games the Wii series had. I think something like Wii Party U is better, but this is pretty cool. Nintendo Switch Sports, I'm gonna put like towards the end down here, which I know based on my past, you would assume it would be. Wow, that fell a lot further than I thought it was going to. Never mind. Mario Run? Huh. I mean, it's like fine. It's pretty fine. Am I gonna put this... I'm hovering over B tier. Am I really about to put this over the new Super Mario Bros. Games? No, it's just a little... That's a bite-sized new Super Mario Bros. Game. It can go there. Donkey Konga 2. It's not as good as Elite Beat Agents. Or Guitar Hero on Tour. But it does have All-Star in it, so it's funny. How do I drag both of these games at the exact same time? Because, you know where these are going. The Ori games are magical. These are some of the most beautiful games ever made. And as Metroidvanias, you know, you can't get much better than this. Like, seriously. These are so incredibly fun, smooth feeling experiences. They're very heartfelt. They're so beautiful, and I really, really need to replay Will of the Wisps to, you know, appreciate this game more. These two right here are also what I would, you know, as a duo, I genuinely, I think Will of the Wisps is a substantially better game, but, like, I can't separate these two. Like, I do genuinely think this game is a lot better than this game. Also, this is technically the original one, not definitive edition, but whatever. Thing. Penny's Big Breakaway. I just didn't like this game. I just did not get into this game. It's like Super Mario 3D Land for me. I could not get into Penny's Big Breakaway. I'm sorry. Pilot Wings? I don't remember streaming this. I don't remember anything about this game. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't have an opinion on Pilot Wings. Pizza Tower. Pizza Tower was quite fun, but I think it's not super duper high. This game is really cool. I feel like it's not for me though. I feel like I enjoyed this game. Like, I absolutely enjoyed this game, but I feel like there are other people out there who will enjoy this game a lot better because they will really go for all of, like, the high ranks and stuff. That's just not me. If it is you, then I'm sure this game is much more beloved. But I appreciate this game for what it is, as just a solid 2D platformer with very, very genuinely fun movement. With the gorgeous looking art. Like, all of the art in this game looks fantastic. And also, you can play as Pinkie Pie. Did you know that? Plants vs. Zombies. This was fun. This was fun. This was fun. It's like this kind of range. It's like this kind of range. Yeah. Peggle Knights was a little more fun than the original Peggle, but it's Peggle, you know. Pokemon Snap. Can you tell I've been doing this for 2 hours at this point? It's like, I feel like I'm looking at these games and I'm just like, oh man. Oh, I'm looking at these. Oh, some of these are gonna be hard to have opinions on. Some will be easier than others. Pokemon Snap is okay. It's in the same tier as new Pokemon Snap, but quite a bit further down. It's not as good as Club Penguin Game Day, but it's better than Pokemon Typing Adventure. Portal. Portal.
Once upon a time, I think this game would have been S tier for me. Like really. Yeah. Don't you try and sneak in there. Because I love Portal. You know, I've beaten this game. More than most of the games on this list. Only a couple that could rival it, like you. But I think Portal just isn't as good as some of these other games up here now. I think it's about there. Yeah, that feels right. That feels like a right spot to place it. I love the original Portal. And Portal 2. So this includes the co-op, I believe. I believe I streamed the co-op. And, you know, this game was something that was like... Did I stream the co-op? Did I do that? I need to check if I did that. I did play the co-op. Cool.
This game holds a weird place in my brain, because of course this was the game where I streamed one part of it. And then fell over and broke my hip and streamed the next part of it after I was better. So it was like a month in between. And I just remember thinking, like, God, I want to play more Portal 2. Like, I wanted to play more Portal 2 so bad. And I think that's because Portal 1 at one point in time would have been in S tier. But I think now that space is taken by Portal 2. I think Portal 2 is just a better game.
And honestly, you know what? It might even be right there.
Honestly, my memory of this game is just sort of fuzzy, just because it was during a weird time. But all that I can remember about this game was just wanting to play this game, just being like, God, I wish I was playing Portal 2 right now. It's just so good.
This is the thumbnail for the individual upload of Prevail from the Guitar Hero on Tour Customs stream. Fun fact, the person who made this song has seen this video, and I think that's really cool. The person who made this song and made the original chart that I absolutely butchered by putting it in a conversion tool. This was so much fun. Like, I don't think anyone else cared about this but me, but this was a blast. This is like this sort of thing. Just goofy nonsense that I came up with. I loved doing this. I loved this so much. Metroid Prime 2 is definitely an A tier game, but it's a little lower than... Yeah, that feels right. It's a little lower than Prime 3. I think all Prime 2 and 3 both deserve revisits from me to refresh my takes on them. I just remember this game feeling a little more tedious. I have some problems with the way that it was like paced, and like the hub and spoke layout I think is done better by this game than this game. I just remember the multiple dimensions mechanic getting a little annoying after a point. Ratchet and Clank, honestly, this is how do I rank this tier? No, is this how do I rank this tier? No, I remember Ratchet and Clank. I just didn't click with this game. I actually own the second Ratchet and Clank, and I really would like to give this another shot at some point. But I think for now, this is a C tier type experience. This is kind of here. I'm being mean to this game though. I think this game deserves more. I just cannot be the person to do it. But I would like to give a Ratchet and Clank game another try, because I think these games could be very fun. And I think if I gave this game a try now, I would enjoy it more. Rhythm Evan! gone. Oh no. Where'd it go? Wait, where'd it go? Wait, hold on. I thought it just reset back to D. No. No, this game rules. This game is great. This game is like better than Metroid Prime Pinball. Despite the fact that it bullies you relentlessly. Super Metroid. I love Super Metroid. This is, I think I can say that this is the game that I know the most of all of these games. There's one game, like even Odyssey, which I've absolutely played more. Super Metroid I'm like a sponge for this game. Like, I remember this game's entire map. I mean, it's smaller than Mario Odyssey, so of course it's easier to. But just like, God, this game is so good. And I'm getting too tired to properly vocalize my opinions about this sort of thing. my poor little brain is fried. Super Mario World with the frickin' bongos, this was stupid. This was so stupid. This was dumber than Super Monkey Ball. This is Clubhouse Games level nonsense. Spyro 2 and 3! I honestly can't remember which one of these I liked more. My opinion of them is kind of just merged into one entity. But thankfully, for Spyro's sake, the entity is that these were really good. I really like Spyro 2 and 3. Like, these are A tiers. These really are A tiers, and I think they're above Crash Bandicoot. Yeah, I think they're this sort of range. And honestly, just because I can't exactly remember which one I preferred, I think they're gonna be like this. I remember liking 3 more than 2. It's actually really similar to the Crash games. Huh. Star Fox Adventures, I'm going to play the defender of this game and genuinely say this is probably my favorite Star Fox. I think this game has problems, but I think it's really fun. And I think I put it around here. I think this game is really cool. Also, Tricky the Triceratops and Trike. You know? I gotta respect it. The original Star Fox, I honestly did not remember that I played this. It's like... Yeah. Star Fox Zero, I'm going to do something horrible. Above Star Fox Assault. This is probably my favorite traditional Star Fox game. I'm sorry, I think? Star Fox 64. It's fine. Super Mario 3D World. It's gone. We're speedrunning these now. We're speedrunning these now. No, you know what? Honestly, I'd put Portal 2 above it. This is a really good 3D Mario. It's like a really good. Genuinely, I would put it above Galaxy 2. Yeah. Would I? Would I really put it above Galaxy 2? No, the real answer is that Galaxy 2 belongs here. Now it feels weird that Metroid Prime 3 is there. Yeah, That looks more right. That looks more agreeable. Super Mario 64. This is high A. This is high A. This is this sort of range. This is no. Oh man, this is going on a journey. Okay, I like. Oh no. Oh no. I like Battle for Bikini Bottom more than I like Mario 64. But I like Mario. Oh my god. No, I like Kirby more. No, I can't put it above Hey You Pikachu. No, that's the limit. Gun Mario 64 is better. No, Gun Mario 64 is not better than normal Mario 64. So Mario 64 is Mario 64 starts really well, but when you get to the later stars, I feel like it just sort of starts to struggle. I apologize, that's the most of an opinion you're gonna get out of that. You know what, if you want more of an opinion on these games later on, bully me in the comments and maybe I'll talk more about it. Drill me on why Boom Blocks and Steel Diver are beside each other or something, I don't know. Super Mario 64 DS. I am going to be harsh. I'm gonna put this like here. Super Mario 64 DS is like, what if Mario 64 had 30 more stars, but they weren't really all that substantial. New characters that were basically just an excuse to force you to go swap characters so that you could complete certain missions, and controlled worse. It's like substantially worse. Super Mario Land 2 6 golden coins. This game is quite nice. This game is quite nice. I think I like it more than Mario 3. Do I like it as much as Super Mario 63? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. It goes here. Yeah. Super Mario World. I like this game. I like this game. Mario Land 2 is cooler. Super Monkey Ball, this game is like fine. It's not better than Pokemon Game Day. It's not better than Pokemon. No, it is better than Pokemon Snap. Not better than Pokemon Game Day, my beloved. Super Monkey Ball Step and Roll. That was the balance board one, wasn't it? Super Paper Mario. I don't think I can put this in S tier, but this is an A tier game. This is a great game. Basically entirely because the story of this game is fantastic, and playing the game lets you experience that in a very fun way. Also, like, the actual gameplay of this game, it looks pretty good. It looks pretty cool. The game is pretty cool. Super Mario Land. This game is a fun novelty. I like it more than New Super Mario Bros., I think. Not too much more. I'd say... Yes, New Super Mario Bros., and I definitely built it. Yeah. I'm kind of just starting to place these based on vibes. I'm giving these games the vibe check to see how they feel. Terraria, this is recency bias. I'm gonna just admit it, but this was a blast to play, and literally, I've already played another character on another world. I did a mage playthrough immediately after this because I was My brain just latched onto this game. I needed that in my life. I needed something to just think about. I'm gonna put this, like... Yeah, just above Plants vs. Zombies. This game was, like... I needed this. Tetris Attack? This stream was, like, weirdly fun. The stream was way more fun than it had, like, any right to be. And... I think... Yeah. No. Yeah. 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 This game was weirdly fun. I love Tetris Attack. Tetris Attack is very satisfying. A Link to the Past is very good. I think it's a little lesser than A Link Between Worlds, and I think I would probably play Echoes of Wisdom over it. I think A Link to the Past is definitely in this sort of tier these days. Rather than Hey Pikmin, rather than Star Fox Adventures. I think it's around here. I feel like the 2D Zeldas kind of all occupy like a similar space in my mind. And yeah. A Link to the Past is really quite cool. It holds up pretty well in a lot of ways, and randomizer of this is fun. The Minish Cap, I think, is probably my favorite 2D Zelda, and I think it does probably jump up into A tier, into parts of A tier. I think this game was a really great time. Tunic, I am going to be mean to this game, and I'm going to elaborate on why. But Tunic is just plain... Tunic is just plain not for me. That is a lot higher than I thought I was going to put it. This game annoyed me in a lot of ways. I really liked it in a lot of ways. If puzzle-solving adventure game sounds like your thing, play Tunic. And be prepared for critical thinking. I just... For me, as stupid as it sounds, Tunic, without what makes it Tunic, would be a game that I would love. Walt Disney World Magical Racing Tour? It's not as good as Crash Bandicoot, but I kind of love this game. WarioWare Smooth Moves? It's like fine, but it was WarioWare. I think I would put it below the new Super Mario Bros. Games. Wii Music. I'm not giving you any more credit than that, but you're better than Wii Fit. I don't think that's my actual opinion, but it's the opinion I'm going with. I'd rather play Wii Music again than Wii Fit. We have 2 games left, and I'm ending this on a positive note. So we're placing Yoshi's Island, and Yoshi's Island is like, fine. Gulible, on the other hand, is genuinely wonderful. I really liked this game. I think I like Spyro more, but I think Gulible can go, like, here-ish. Like, Gulible was a really pleasant experience that I didn't expect to enjoy. It definitely has its issues, and I think, like, at some points it's trying a little too hard to be Banjo-Kazooie. But I think, like, a lot of moments, it really does shine. And I can only assume that, like, the remaster/remake of this game is probably a lot better. Which is neat. I'm glad that these folks are really confident in their game. Like, apparently they released the remaster as, like, a lead-in to a proper
3D ukulele sequel. And yeah, I have respect for that. I think ukulele is perhaps a bit overhated, but maybe that's because I'm kind of a Rareware hater. And I'm gonna really hope this button works. Well, it seems like it did. Yeah, give me that. myimage.png. Ah, yes, wonderful. Let me just put that in there. Now, let's just, That's a little too far. Well, I guess that's the best we're getting.